God motherfucking morning, motherfucking boys. Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking ladies. How are we all doing today on this most beautiful of, what is it? Tuesday mornings. Good chillin', a good sheet, good. Pretty good, chillin', very nice. What is the weather like? Too hot, I think. Too hot for you. Any cool, fresh, newsworthy, exciting happening in the world today? What's up, Tony Stark? Well, I am good looking, smart, and funny. Makes sense.
Hello, Mr. Forsen chat. We are the aliens from the Nerdy and Gravity system. Please enjoy this read from your beautiful evening minds. Are you happy? Trash human big program, yes.
Are you happy? Fucking trash extraterrestrial being. Huh? Motherfucker. Let's see here. We got some subbies, some re-subbies, Cascaduke, Snake Eater, Demi-Alien with a gifted, Yumi Bang Bang, Quanathon with a gifted, Glowboy, Special Forces of Russia, Frogo, Petro, and Grand Shine, Nampi, thank you for the subs. 30 subs! Thank you very much, haha. Alright, let's see. We got links, but first I have to plug my headset. Alright, I gotta plug my headset like I plugged your mother's. Let's see.
What is it?
I don't know. What is it, chat? Your one guess. One guess. It's 500.
It is called a cigarette. The aroma is most pleasing. Yes. Dr. Finn says it is the result of... What are you doing? I was curious to taste it. It is not food. 500 cigarettes. Dr. Finn said the tip is to be ignited and the smoke inhaled. The sensation is wonderful. 500 cigarettes. I have never experienced such a flavor. 500 cigarettes. I feel as if I have been standing my entire life and I just sat down. 500 cigarettes. Tingles. Do you feel them? I do. 500 cigarettes. We must have more. 500 cigarettes.
Funny! I say it's funny.
Well, this was an attempt of mine in singing Rag Bhairav. Many of y'all might be having this doubt. What exactly is a rag? Why don't we take this up today? Well then, welcome to this episode of the Basic Theory of Indian Music with me, Anuja Kamath. People who are watching this episode today, many of you all might be acquainted to Indian classical music, many might not be. But I'm sure that each and every one of y'all must have heard this term rag at least once in their lifetime. Well, this term of rag is very unique to Indian classical music and it forms its backbone. In Hindustani it is called as rag, in Carnatic it is called as ragam, and many people also call it raga, which is
morning,
actually an
Forsen
anglicized
and
version
chat.
of the term rag. But it all boils down to, or it all means the same thing. Now coming back to the question, what is rag? Well, in the simplest terms, rag means a melody which is used to express a feeling. Now you will ask, what is a melody? Melody is a ear-pleasing combination of musical notes. But mind you that a rag is not a very random combination or a random melody. To understand the concept of rag, you will have to understand the 3 layers which form a rag, or the 3 steps in the formation of a rag. The first step is understanding that rag is a set of notes arranged in an ascending and a descending order. The ascending order is called as aroha, while the descending order is called as avroha. There have to be minimum 5 notes in the ascending and 5 in the descending. The number of notes in a rag determine what we call as the jati of the rag. So if there are 5 notes in the ascending and 5 in the descending, the rag is what we call as Odav Odav Jati Rag. Odav means 5. The example of Odav Odav Jati Rag is the rag Bhoop, which has 5 notes in ascending, 5 in descending. Sare ga pa dha sa, all original notes. Sare ga pa dha sa, sa dha pa ga re sa. This forms the set of rag Bhoop. If there are 6 notes in the ascending and 6 in descending, it is called as Shadav Shadav Jati Rag. And if there are 7 notes in the ascending and descending, then it is called as Sampurna Sampurna, or just Sampurna Jati Rag. Now interestingly, there are some rags which have a mixed jati. Like they have...
That is fucking interesting.
Hey yo, and welcome to Callum's Corner. A statement. Unfortunately, due to some twatty little TikToker, this is the way I'm being forced to start my day. I haven't even had my frothy body coffee yet, and I'm sitting here having to make an official statement to clear up any of the misleading filth you might have seen about me on TikTok. TikTok, of all bloody places, right? So, this morning I wake up and I'm greeted by a text message from one of my good in real life friends. He thought I'd better see this. His son showed it to him, right? There are 2 videos of me on TikTok that have been edited in this dirty, deviant way, so it seems like I'm saying I don't like black people. I love black people, right? I'll give you an example. When I was young, right, and Ghosts came out, every single boy in my class, all of them had a crush on Demi Bloody Moore. Me, I preferred Whoopi Goldberg. Proof for you, right? It is dirty, it is deviant, and it is a downright lie. I love everyone equally, whatever nationality, creed, whatever country you're from, all are equal in my eyes. Apart from maybe the French, but that's for obvious reasons. They just seem to be massive twats, right? But this is a patent untruth that you are spreading, right? The 2 videos in question were literally videos where I had been talking about how I'd combated racism. I was telling stories about what the racists said to me and how I responded to it. And you have literally twisted it and taken it out of context to make it look like I am saying that. I would never say that. It is a dirty, deviant lie and it needs to be taken off TikTok. This has serious bloody consequences. Get these videos off TikTok. In fact, get every video of me off TikTok. I don't want to be on there. It's full of bloody paedophiles and teenagers with over-styled hair. I want no part of it, right? Get it off, and everybody needs to know they're an absolute lie and not true. It's ridiculous. I've now got to go and try and calm down so I don't let this spoil my Poppy's first birthday. It's Lenny's 1-year birthday today, and I've got to go and try and calm down so it doesn't spoil his party. I hope you're proud of yourself, you massive twat.
Alright.
Do you want us to walk you out, or you want to walk yourself out?
You're not police.
Yes, we are.
Yes, no, you're not. You're security. I'm not giving you any idea.
You don't identify yourself, you're under arrest, okay? So what's your name, man?
None of your business.
All right, then you're under arrest. Go ahead, put your hands behind your back.
I didn't see your badge.
Okay, well, we told you, right? We all have badges. It's not our fault you didn't look, man.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In August of 2022, a man named Matthew was attempting to pay for a bicycle. Matthew is disabled, and while he could transport and function on his own, some tasks took him longer than others. But customers and employees alike at the Target grew weary of Matthew, holding up the line at one of their many self-checkout kiosks. But instead of helping the man, they called 911, and shortly after, Officer Skeens arrived with his fellow henchmen.
Hi, sir. I've picked the police. Go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? Go ahead, stop. Stop. You're done. After your police, you're detained. You're not free to leave. Put your money down. You're coming with us, okay?
Just
put your money down, okay? You're coming with us, okay?
I had
We're
it
gonna
in
identify
there
you.
tied up.
Gotcha.
It took me a while.
Pick your money up. You're coming with us now, okay?
It just took me a little while.
Gotcha. You took too long. Go ahead and pick your money up.
Yeah, I'm
Pick
sorry.
your money up. You're coming. Do you want to walk us to walk you out, or you want to walk yourself?
But I had it.
Go ahead and put your money up, man.
I do this.
I'm gonna move this bike, okay?
I don't lose it. I got all the money out now. I just was getting
So go
my
ahead and
money
grab your
out.
money, sir. We're walking out, okay?
Can I please just pay for
So we're gonna grab the money for you, then, okay?
Can I please, I got all the
We're
money.
leaving, okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to be identified, okay? And you're going to be issued a criminal trespass because you can't come back to this business anymore, okay?
Officer Skeens appears to have lost
For
his
what,
patience
taking
and
too
compassion
long?
well before arriving on scene, and declares that they are going to identify Matthew and
I don't
issue
get it.
a criminal trespass. But in New Mexico, a criminal trespass can only be issued if a person knowingly remains on private property and requires criminal intent. It is always assumed that you are allowed to enter private property if posted hours declare when it is open for business to the general public, and none of the Target employees had asked Matthew to leave. In some cities, the police have agreements with local stores to act on behalf of the business and issue a trespass warning, but even if the officers had the authority to tell a patron that they were being asked to leave, the person must be given ample time to do so. However, Officer Skeens appears to have skipped that part and forcibly rushed Matthew out of the store.
Okay?
I was just getting my money out because I don't want to lose it.
So here's your money.
I keep
Put
it
it in your
tight.
pouch.
Yeah.
Put it up, and let's walk out.
Matthew was not aware that the men were officers, and instead thought they were security guards.
They must
And as
think
the
that
men
he's
began
on
to take
drugs
his
or
money,
something,
fearing
right?
he was being robbed. He tells them that he is calling 911.
Because there's no way they're doing this thinking that it's a disabled person.
You're walking out, okay?
Like he's on bath salts or some shit.
Come on, we're walking out.
I got my boxes in there.
We're walking out. We'll come back for it, okay?
You're calling that
Okay, man. What is that, man?
No,
Sit down, man.
I just do nothing wrong.
with you, man. Sit down. Sit. Don't try to hit any of this, okay?
I ain't hitting anyone.
Just sit down. Sit down.
You're talking to me.
Alright, you got an ID on you, man?
After forcibly dragging him from the store, the officers begin to ask him for his ID, though they have no lawful authority to demand it, let alone the battery they committed while bringing him outside. Matthew appears to understand his Fourth Amendment rights and their effect on his right to privacy from the intrusive state agents.
I'm not giving you any idea.
If you don't identify yourself, you're under arrest, okay? Which is it going to be?
You're not police.
Yes, we are. We're out here.
No, you're not. You're security.
But his refusal to provide ID infuriates the law enforcers, who ironically appear to have no understanding of the laws they're attempting to enforce. Matthew continues to attempt to call 911 as the officers needlessly escalate the encounter.
So what's your name, man?
None of your business.
Alright, then you're under arrest. Go ahead, put your hands behind your back. Refusing to identify yourself, correct?
Who you calling, man? You ain't even
He's
pressed
calling
call yet.
911. That's what he said anyway. So yeah, just go ahead and put him in handcuffs because he's refusing to identify himself.
Okay, hold on.
I was just paying. I was just had my stuff locked in my fanny pack, and the security guards came, and I didn't take more time than anyone else. The other ones before me. No, leave it out. My name is Matthew McManus.
fuck is balls of life? I'm pretty sure there are no testicles bigger than a softball. What? What the fuck?
So y'all will notice that this is happening so commonly on the internet, where if someone shares a view, your mind automatically jumps to why that view is wrong. Right? So if we look at the internet today, what we have is we have liberals and conservatives, we have Dota players and League of Legends players, we have, you know, men versus women. We have a lot of people who automatically counter whatever other people tell them. So if a woman says, yeah, I'm a woman and it's scary for me to, I would rather be with a bear than with a man on a trail, right? And then automatically what happens is a bunch of dudes are like, oh my God, that's so bad, that's so bad. We don't even stop to try to consider someone else's perspective. And so as people will sort of give us information, we are not adaptable, right? We immediately reject it. And the more that you immediately reject things, instead of being flexible, the less adaptable you will become. It's kind of my way or the highway. So we even see this in gaming. So this is really important to understand. So some people are like hard stuck at bronze. They can play a game for 10,000 hours and they never improve. And these people will even go on forums and they'll start asking for help. They'll say, hey, this hero is overpowered. I'm having trouble like advancing, like I can't climb ranks. You know, the matchmaking is rigged against me. They'll think all these kinds of things, and people will counter.
I have those
right?
teammates.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but sometimes people will say, hey, I want help with something, and then someone will offer help, and they'll say, no, that doesn't work, right? That doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. This is cognitive inflexibility. And it turns out that some people can play 10,000 hours of a video game, and they actually get better over time, and some people can play 10,000 hours of a video game, and they will never get better. And this is true of life. Some people will be 30 years old and will be incredibly successful. They will adapt, they will change, they will improve. And some people will be 30 years old and they will be behind. What is the main reason for this? It is a lack of cognitive flexibility. Here's a study looking at rank in League of Legends. Cognitive flexibility in decision-making predicts expertise in the MOBA esport League of Legends. Results showed that cognitive flexibility was positively correlated with rank percentile at a p-value of 0.001. Like, this is insane, okay? I want y'all to realize what this study is showing us. This study is showing us that if you are hard stuck at bronze or in life, what this means is that if you become cognitively flexible, then you will actually improve in both of these dimensions. So we talked a little bit about clinical improvements, right? So we also see that cognitive flexibility predicts PTSD symptoms. So I'll show y'all this sentence right here. Individuals with better cognitive flexibility at 1 month post-trauma showed significantly less severe PTSD symptoms after 13 months. And then here's another study that shows, this is looking at psychological flexibility as predictors of individual outcomes in hospital healthcare workers. So this is not just in gaming or mental illness. This is also in like studies of just people who are working in hospitals. And what we find is that employees who show psychological flexibility are more likely to show greater openness to the acceptance of setbacks in the working environment and to carry on their valued living and working
I'm not cognitive flexible enough to accept this study as an actual study.
pay attention to this. So like in the case of trauma, this is something that is a traumatic setback. So there are two individuals, one of whom is not cognitively flexible and one of whom is cognitively flexible or adaptable. They both have bad stuff happen to them because in life, we cannot control that sometimes bad shit happens. But there is a huge difference in how you respond to that bad event. And if we look at healthcare workers, we know that bad stuff will happen. There will 100% be setbacks. But there are two types of people. For one person, a single traumatic event results in something called PTSD, which means one event lingers in their brain and continues to screw up their life.
Yellow hell. This is what he's talking about right now.
Jansen and Highsmith, we rolling heavy. Cream puff.
You gotta be shitting me! You can't keep me cooped up in here, okay? I am a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Did he just call himself a peacock?
Let's go! Let's go!
Come on, fellas. Wednesday night is taco night at Rikers Island. Special Forces zip line. These guys are pros. You thinking what I'm thinking, partner? Aim for the bushes.
What?
(1985) and 1986. The mission was also intended to begin the Teacher in Space project, which was first pitched to Ronald Reagan in 1984. The intention of this new method of teaching was to take school teachers into space, where they could record their findings and share them with students once they returned to Earth. Krista McAuliffe was one of the 7 crew members of the Challenger and was meant to be the project's first participant.
9.3k views, 50k plus views. Alright, follow the rules like almost everyone else.
We have a job this morning. We are going to see George Rutugunda. Please get the van.
Show me your ID.
I'm here to see my friend George Rutugunda.
I say, catch those Tutsi horse before they die. Let them know what Hutu power is, my boy. Remember, one cockroach. Terminate this famine.
Who said I'm not?
We're safe.
Hey, oh, my old friend.
How can you slap?
So, what can I do for you?
I need supplies, George.
Anytime.
Okay.
Pause. Everything is done with the price now. You understand that?
Yes, I need rice, beans, powdered milk, beer, and your best whiskey.
Beer, yes, but whiskey, no.
You have no whiskey?
No whiskey, no spirits. Your rich guests will have to do without their scotch. Anyway, Paul, I've bled that cow enough now.
What are you saying, George?
Your rich cockroaches at the hotel, their money is no good to them anymore. Soon, all the Tutsis will be dead.
You do not honestly believe that you can kill them all?
And why not? Why not? We are halfway there already. So, Paul,
Why are you not saying no further links, Mr. Forsen?
No further links.
Are you retarded?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, right away.
Oh, and Paul, I'll give you a crate of soft drinks for the kids, free of charge. 10 bags of beans, huh? Come, quick. And put those in the van, you. Let me give you a little tip, my friend. Our generals in the army said, don't go near the Michelin or they will send the Belgian soldiers back here. But soon, those generals would have gone and we would be in charge. It's time to butcher that fat cow of yours for the meat.
Let's go.
Maybe you can help us, Paul. You have some very important traders at that hotel.
He doesn't want to help.
An ancient painting on a cave wall in Africa. Ceremonial clay objects discovered in Sweden. A mysterious sculpture found in China. Throughout the ancient world, there is a symbol that is more pervasive than any other. The symbol of the egg.
The egg is one of the most universal sacred images. It is more widespread than the cross or the star or the wheel. It appeals to people in all corners of the earth in all times and traditions.
We found stone eggs all over the world. For example, stone eggs were found in Egypt. And even on Easter Island, a stone egg was found. So the symbol of egg is a worldwide symbol.
What's amazing is that the egg, what we call the egg cosmogony, is a feature of several cosmogonies. We have it in the Nordic tradition, we have it in the Mediterranean tradition, not only Greco-Roman.
Bro, why are you saying Nordic when you're showing England?
Tradition. We have it in the Mediterranean tradition, not only Greco-Roman, but Egyptian and also the Phoenician mythology. We also have it in some Middle Eastern and even Vedic mythologies. So these are radically different cultures. Is it possible that there's a common origin for South American, Native American, Norse, and Vedic mythology?
Yes, we all came from eggs.
We have no evidence. So it would be hard to say where they come from and why they all use this image.
Why is it that so many ancient cultures, separated by thousands of miles, all use the symbol of the egg?
For one thing, obviously, it is associated with birth. Well, birth is a great mystery, so it's the worship of life. It is also taken as a symbol of rebirth. We use it at the Easter time in the spring.
The cultures that birthed these stories recognized something in the story of birth, of creation, of fertility, of reproduction that was meaningful for their stories.
While the most obvious interpretation of the egg is that it symbolizes fertility and the natural creation of life, some researchers question why there are so many depictions of eggs found throughout the ancient world that show humans emerging from them.
We have these many stories from around the world of how life starts in the form of an egg, including human life too, starting with a sperm and an egg. But how would ancient people realize that humans also have these eggs?
Could ancient people have somehow had the knowledge that humans emerge from eggs? Or might this symbol have held a less literal and more profound meaning for them? One that reveals an extraterrestrial connection. Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that the stories connected to the egg provide undeniable evidence that this was not simply a representation of fertility. Nearly as widespread as the symbol of the egg is a concept commonly known as the cosmic egg. While the name varies from culture to culture, the story is always nearly identical, that the entire universe originated from an egg.
They're called cosmic eggs, they're called silver eggs, they're called magic eggs, they're called enchanted eggs, they're called the eggs of the gods. I mean, all around the world, there are these creation stories of the egg breaking open and the water of life coming out.
In Chinese mythology, there is this notion that the universe emerges out of a primordial chaos. And
bro, they have so many different theories that it's got to be contradicting at one point. Even these fucking stupid ass fucking astronaut theories and fucking egg theory, like at one point they're gonna be like, huh, we can't actually believe all of these unironically because they are fucking contradicting fucking history though. Not really cool, I think, for the 3 months, tier 3 Forsen rare level. Repeating, of course. Love DZS helmet with the 5 years. Thank you, man. Join the badge. 3 years on Jajap. 1, 2, 3. Pew.
I sit down when I pee. There's nothing that crazy about me. I'm just taking a whiz. Mind your own biz. Why is everybody always staring at me?
Hey bro, I gotta go. Let me through, I gotta go number 2.
No can do, I'm taking a pee. Sitting on the loo, having a good long wee.
Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
And you're not making brown?
I'm not making brown.
Are you making iced tea?
Just lemonade.
But are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
Why don't you stand like a regular man? Then you can pee in the urinal can.
If you really want to know why I'm sitting strong, I just can't stand touching my dong.
All right.
La photo est parvenue quand je faisais la suivi de ces gorilles qu'on essaie d'habituer dans leur milieu naturel de temps en temps. Et quand on était ensemble, comme chez tous les singes, ils ont l'habitude de se mettre debout, voire même marcher quelques secondes. Lorsqu'ils reflètent quelque chose, vous pouvez savoir ce qui se passe. Alors j'ai été attentif avec mon téléphone et quand je les ai vus faire ce mouvement, j'avais pris directement le selfie et ils étaient aussi très attentifs pour me regarder et observer ce que je voulais faire. C'est pourquoi que la photo est parvenue à être. Du point de vue boulot, oui, le boulot vraiment nous donne de l'amour. lorsqu'on vit avec ces gorilles, lorsqu'on les voit chaque fois. Et aussi, lorsqu'ils nous voient chaque fois, ils sont toujours très contents de nous.
Monkeys are funny. What do you mean? Very funny. 4CD, Gekibaz, Nechelist, Julia, SRT, Nanu, Constpaus, thanks for the subs. Snus2G, Como, Omger, and Moza with the Prime sub. Toasniffer with the Prime sub, and Deruk with the 5 years. Pew! Thank you very much. Vicar and 31 months as well.
Ali says, what are the permissible jokes in Islam? And what must one avoid when making jokes? Wallahi, Ali, I'm afraid I'm the last one to talk about this subject because I feel that I would be saying what I do not do. I joke a lot, and I'm not proud of this, but this is who I am. However, there are boundaries when it comes to joking. You are not allowed to lie. The Prophet said, alayhi salam, I am a guarantor of a house in the middle of Jannah for those who abandon lying even while joking. And the Prophet said, alayhi salam, also, woe to those who address people to make them laugh. Woe to them, woe to them. Woe to those who address people and lie to make them laugh. So stand-up comedians, may Allah Azza wa Jal be with you. You guys are in deep trouble because you are gaining your income from totally haram. There's no way, nothing comes out of your mouths except which is haram and at least a minor, if not a major sin. And joking must not be by terrifying or terrorizing others. So I cannot joke by just taking your wallet while you're not watching.
Just
or
a prank,
scare you,
bro.
or prank you, as so many people do. This is not permissible. I must not use vulgar language. I must not backbite. I must not imitate a group of people or make fun of an ethnicity or a race. A Polish man did so-and-so. Irish did so-and-so. Egyptians did so-and-so. Pakistanis did so-and-so.
I would like to hear one of his jokes.
Fun of them and laugh. All of this is haram. And as I said, this requires a full-fledged lecture on the do's and the don'ts in joking. But I hope this answers your question roughly. And Allah knows best.
Alright. I mean, I would like for him to tell a joke that is not haram. It's gotta be, you're going to yellow hell. Alright, no further links, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching the OTK show later. What is that, 8:30 my time? 8:30. Remind me. They told me enough. They told me you killed her. Iron, Lenzia, Equinox, Goldtwid, Jorno, I prefer men, Sugar Spuddy, Lithiner, and EG Butter Snaps. Thank you, boys. Welcome back. I mean, how many hours is the show? 1.5-ish. 1.5. I watched this shit. I mean, we watched it last year. Game reveals, new exclusives. This week is gonna be Summer Game Fest, right? Summer Game Fest on when is it? Friday, the 7th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Western games are made for mentally... Sure. Western games. Why are you Western games? Alright, who do we ban? Alright, let's carry a couple games before it begins. I got some popcorn as well. Let me check here. Okay, looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. It's a good day to watch the Game Expo because I had to get up very early today. 8 in the morning. Imagine that. Imagine getting up at 8 like a fucking wage cock, man. Oh my god. That is fucking nuts. Why did I have to get up? Because Peppa was sick. Alright. Shanzu, Pedro Alone, Kaiser, Currywurst, Manon. Thanks for the subs. Hendrix Game of 1 year says Nam or die, chat. Nam or die. Okay. Ooh. Alright, who am I facing? I call it. Is that a favorable matchup for me?